All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Decoding with Cody, and today we have Adam from The Illusion once again on here to help break down today's breaking news, tragic accident, and yeah, a lot of my followers, you probably don't. I don't talk a lot about Premier League or football in general from across the sea, but Mr. Adam from The Illusion, he's one of his specialties, so I thought we'd bring him on here real quick. And we're going to talk about this accident today. So how you doing, brother?
I'm good, mate. Thank you very much. I did my code on this at like 2 a.m. I got a text from my good friend, Thomas, and he was like, Diego Jota's dead. I was like, what? Yeah, I was literally right about to go to sleep. He's like, Diego Jota's dead. I'm like, this guy's young. He's just won the Premier League. He's just won the Nations League. Like, how did he die? And then it's that car crash. And I'm like, this is going to be suspect, because last year, 1 month into the season, I did a code for Liverpool to win, and the whole code was about the number 20, which is his jersey number. And I'm like, oh my word, it had to be him. So yeah, in regards to you talking about the Premier League, it's the most watched league in the world, watched by billions of people. This is big deal. This is a very big deal, and it also goes to show. Again, I'm not going to get into whether he died or not. We know people debate all of this with these celebrities, but the fact is it shows you that at any point you could be the one who dies in a car crash. And unless you give your life to Christ, it's over. Do you know what I mean? That's how I see this. It really is. Yeah. Like he won the league, the Nations League. He just got married, newborn child. The world's his oyster, and now he's gone with his brother. But we'll talk about the interesting insights into it, because I do believe there's sacrifice that goes on in these professional sports, in wrestling, in politics, and they're being sacrificed into false gods all the way back in the Old Testament. They sacrifice blood sacrifices, attempting to play Jesus.
So, yeah, well, that's a good point. And today is a day of 7-3, which is sacrifice.
There you go.
So, you know, that's one of the keys. I don't like to focus too much on the sacrifice stuff like some people, but I do believe that it's possible. It's also anything is possible at this point. But either way, the code is, as you know, it's it's way higher than man.
Yeah, I see it like this, Cody. So people die in car crashes every day, right? So that's the logical response from the average person, because they do. But when you see the date he died, where he died, the time in which he died after Portugal won the Nations League, and his jersey number, and you bring it all together, you can't just say, well, people die in car crashes, you know what I mean? And we're going to show that. So either you do a little bit first, and then I'll give you mine, yeah? So I don't have long, and I know you probably have a few hours. You give a little bit of what you have, and then I'll share what I have, because I see you have Diana there. I see you have King Charles. I connected it to the royal family as well. So do you want to go first or me? It's up to you.
I'm trying to think what would be the best to start with. I mean, I'll start with my first few slides. I'll let you come in and then add yours, and then we'll kind of run from there, I guess.
Sounds good, man.
So this is the first thing I noticed, and this is like the main theme of my decode, really. So that's why I started with this slide.
Okay.
So you're gonna notice he died with his brother, and this, and look at the jerseys, the picture that's going around of them, the jerseys they're wearing. It has the black and white symbolism. It also has it looks like two pillars or an 11. Okay, and the way their jersey is designed here, it looks like two stripes that look like two pillars or 11s, like two brothers, right? Twins. And just so people know, we are currently still in the time, if you go by the sidereal astrology, we are in the time of Gemini still, okay? And we actually are in the real time of Gemini still. So I believe this is all about the twin pillars, and it goes back to obviously Freemasonry. But so he died 11 days, the twin pillars, after he was married on the 22nd. So there's your two master numbers, 11 and 22. So the two pillars, the most seen picture I've seen of him in his wedding, there's 2 pillars behind him. And him and his wife even could represent 2 pillars. This is all about the pillars, 2 pillars symbolism. So again, dying 11 days after with his twin, well, not his twin brother, but his brother, which is...
Let me help you with this straight away. If I see something, I have to jump in.
Yep.
So, Portugal and Jota just won the Nations League, yep?
Yeah, I think I did watch your video.
Okay, so they beat Spain in the final. If you bring up now in a tab Spain's logo, it has the twin pillars on it.
Spain's logo?
They beat Spain in the final. He died in Spain. And if you type in like the Spain national football team's crest or logo, it's got two pillars. 2 pillars.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Can you see it? There you go. And then obviously Spain as well, their crest has the crown. They're so connected to royalty. It's why Real Madrid are called the Kings of Europe. I just want to I've been doing this 5 years, as you know, with the sports Cody. And I feel like this Jota video, I finally got a lot of good coders sharing their insights. There was a lot of people saying, I'm starting to think it's all rigged and satanic. I was like, oh my word, it's only taken me 5 years. So yeah, and with the twins, Liverpool just won their 2nd Premier League title. It's only their 2nd Premier League, but their 20th league title, which is a sneaky 22 when you look at it. And he died, didn't he, exactly 22 weeks before his birthday, which is 11 plus 11 to go with your 11s.
Yep, this is a big 11-22 thing, actually, I noticed.
Yeah.
I might have
those numbers. What's 11 plus 22?
That's 33. I have some 33s as well.
Yeah, they just won the 33rd Premier League edition.
Oh, it was the 33rd edition. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's why I like having you on here, because then I can put it together even more.
Yeah, we help each other, bro.
So, and just to go off of that, so the twins pillars, the 11s, just as we move quickly, this one blew my mind. So these guys were brothers, okay? Yes. And of course, the twin pillars are connected to the Masons. Well, Freemason equals 42 in the same cipher as Andre Silva and Diogo Jota. So both the brothers' names equal 42 in the same cipher as brothers and Freemason. Now, today was the day leaving 181 days in the year, which is the 42nd prime. And to top it all off, these 2 brothers are born exactly 42 lunar phases apart. So if you measure by the moon phases, they are born exactly 42. These 2 brothers, when brothers equals 42, and both their names equal 42. So this is a huge part of it, and just to make, you guys might be saying, okay, Cody, that one cipher they equal Freemason. No, not just one cipher. His name, his most known name, the way he's known, his name equals Freemason in all ciphers. Oh my so not just the 42 like his brother. The 42 is important because it's the brother connection with him, but because his brother also has that. But his name equals Freemason in all ciphers. And
do you know that the Freemasons founded the Football Association?
No, I didn't know that.
And also, Liverpool were founded by John Holding, who was a 33-degree Freemason, who founded Liverpool. He founded Liverpool and Everton.
See, if I would have had more time, I probably would have found that. But
well, I'm here to help you. You know what I mean? That's why we've got to really start helping each other in this community now. Me, you, Andreas, Rambo. The list goes on. I think we've got to start stepping it up with these, because we have gifted minds and we have different gifts. Do you know what I mean? Like when it comes to football, I grew up playing it. I played against Liverpool Academy when I was younger. I know football inside out before I knew the code. So, and you have this incredible gift with, just like I said to you earlier, you can code anything. You don't need to be a big Premier League fan to understand the ritual behind this, do you?
Nope, not at all.
Mate. Keep going.
And I want to throw this in here because this is big. I'm gonna talk about the King riddle, but we need to talk about LeBron James real fast, because this accident reminds me a lot of Kobe. Especially, I mean, I know it's not a helicopter crash, but it's a crash, right?
Yeah.
Now, LeBron James supposedly is part owner of. Is this
Liverpool.
true? I've seen this, but I haven't actually been able to verify it.
It's true. Yeah, he's part owner of Liverpool. Yeah.
Okay, so in the same cipher, LeBron James equals 42. The same cipher I just showed you guys with the brothers and Freemason, and they're both their names. So LeBron James equals 42. LeBron James came out and said, "You'll never walk alone, Jota," which is the phrase on the Liverpool logo.
Which equals 99.
Yeah. And so get this. I don't know if you saw this yet, Adam, but this was actually something I saw somebody in one of the comments saying this. Okay. Do you know how many days it is to remember what happened with Kobe Bryant's crash? How a day before that, King James passed him.
Yeah, in Philadelphia to become like, he overtook him in the scoring charts, didn't he? A day before Kobe died. And he had the shoes wearing and honoring Kobe. And then Kobe dies the day after Catholic mass he attended.
Right. And so the day before this crash,
yep,
Kobe's accident was 1984 days old. That's LeBron's birth year.
Wow, and you know, you're talking about how big LeBron is with 42. He won the NBA Finals 4-2, didn't he, on National Father-Daughter Day, the year Kobe and his daughter died.
Yep. And on King James' birthday.
And on King James' birthday, and another 42, which you might not have with LeBron. His birthday is 12/30, which is 42.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then off the charts.
And then the day he died, it was 1985 days after Kobe's crash. Well, guess what came out on 7/3/1985? Back to the Future. Now,
oh my word, bro! Do you want another 1985? Oh my goodness! I'll let you go. 1985. Do you know Jota'S Portuguese? Well, he just won the Nations League. Their captain's Cristiano Ronaldo. You must know him, yeah?
Right. Yep.
He was born in 1985, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And he's the captain of Portugal CR7, and Jota died at age 28, the 7th triangular number.
Wow. So, wow. So the 1985, that's also the birthday of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and all these big wrestlers nowadays. Huge year.
We've got WrestleMania 42 coming up.
Yep, that too. Yeah, that's also coming up. But look at that. I just want to veer off real quick because I just told you today is 1985 days after Kobe Bryant's crash.
Okay.
And look at this is on the anniversary of Back to the Future, which came out on 7/3/1985. And look how many years it was between 40 years. Now look at what time it crashed. 40.
Wow.
This car crashed at 40. Now remember, guys, look at the cover of Back to the Future. A car with looking like its wheels are on fire. This is exactly what they said happened in this crash. 40 years later, and it's at 40 minutes into the day, and they say it was from a tire blowout. And the way they spell it equals Back to the Future.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yep. 176, Back to the Future 176, tire blowout 176. So this is wild, guys. I mean, I was looking at this day for a Back to the Future riddle because of all the stuff that Rambo's been pointing out with Back to the Future. And you're telling me that it crashes. It's literally the tire was blowing out. Like it looks like it's happening in the movie Back to the Future. Okay. So it's the perfect time. And his brother was 25 years old. We're in the year of 25. The word time equals 25. Rambo's been all over that 25. So yeah, that's just I actually go ahead, Adam.
Was he 25 or 26?
It said his brother was 25. Well, yeah, in this Wikipedia article, it says his brother was 25. He was 28. His brother was 25.
Okay, I saw a few articles where he was 26, but I'm not sure. But the 25 anyway is greatly significant because the year's 25, isn't it? We're in the year 25, and Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal captain, his birthday is 25. His birthday is 25, February the 5th. And Ronaldo and Jota won the Nations League 25 days before Jota died. And I believe that 25 is the beasts of Revelation, the 4 horsemen. They have permission to take out 25% of the earth with the 4 horsemen, and that's why Jota won 4 trophies with Liverpool. How deep is mad.
And that 25 has just been so big lately. Rambo's been talking about it with time, and
do you know that 25 Brady riddle from a while ago?
I probably would if I refreshed my mind. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember all the details.
I could literally add this in the code right now. It's just endless. I've noticed recently, code. It's like it's endless. You're not having to try find information. You're trying to somehow reduce it. So Brady, the GOAT, 7 rings. This whole death of Jota connected to 7, and Brady won a Super Bowl, didn't he? I think it was Super Bowl 51, and Jota died 5 months and 1 day before his birthday, but he won it on 2-5, coming back from 25 points down. It was against the Falklands, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the 2-5s, and
right, yeah.
Brady retired 7 and 3 in Super Bowls, didn't he? Which is the date Jota died.
Huh.
So there's that as well. Like it all connects. And Brady just bought Birmingham City, a football team in England who just got promoted.
Oh, of course he did.
So he's involved, and I'm sure there'll be a connection with Birmingham City and Liverpool. But yeah, like Birmingham, they walked the league last season. They absolutely walked it in regards to winning the league. And of course, Brady goes there. They start dominating. It's just black magic. It's wickedness and it's ritual and there's sacrifice and there's all sorts of. It's like Wrexham kept getting promoted. They're owned by Ryan Reynolds. You know, these people are wicked. They're called the Red Dragons, by the way. Satan's the Red Dragon. But anyway, keep going, bro. I just wanted to share that Brady connect because I've actually
that's good because this is clearly tied to the American sports. Clearly, as you've pointed out, as I've shown, the LeBron James thing is huge. Again, guys, I can't stress enough. Just one more time: 1985 days after Kobe died in a crash. That takes us to the year 1985, which is Back to the Future year. Today is the anniversary of the movie. It happened at 40 minutes into the day. It's 40 years since the movie came out. How perfect.
And Kobe's Philadelphia Eagles, didn't they just win the Super Bowl on the 40th day of the year?
Yeah, it was the 40th. Yes, that's right. And then, and then we had the Philadelphia WrestleMania on WrestleMania 40 was in Philadelphia. So
and the Eagles dropped the Chiefs to 17-3 that season, the 40th prime.
Yep.
So yeah, Kobe's favorite team.
Don't forget the word Christ. The word Christ also equals 40.
Oh, wow.
And the word Mercury equals 40. So this is a huge Mercury connection because anything that has to do with transportation accidents is a Mercury thing. So Mercury also equals 40.
Yeah, and Satan tempted Jesus 40 days and 40 nights. And you know what you should do now? I've not done it. It might have no connection. But do you remember those, the hockey player who died with his brother? I think it's Johnny Gaudreau.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
He died with his brother in a car crash.
That's right.
So I bet there's something there has to be something with that.
Well,
there has to be something with that.
That was in Ohio, and LeBron James is from Ohio.
Oh my word! You know, 4 connects to death like heavily.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
So Jota just died exactly 44 weeks after the Gaudreau brothers.
How many weeks?
44.
Oh
my goodness. That's the cool number, isn't it? That's the cool number. And Johnny Gaudreau died with 124 days left in the year. And 12/4 is Jota's birthday.
Yeah, I have a slide on that 124 actually, yeah.
Oh my word. Well, add to it now after that. 44 weeks between the deaths, mate, in car crashes. That kills.
Is it exactly 44 weeks?
Yeah, mate, I only do exacts or the span. I never go outside of that.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, 829, which I think is the 145th prime, and 14/5 is when Israel declared its independence. I've done loads of stuff with Liverpool and Israel. Yeah. So, oh my goodness, yeah, there you go. I thought that would connect. I really was suspect about the death of these brothers, and because the NHL still to this day keep talking about them and honoring them and glorifying them. And didn't he play for Calgary Flames? And didn't this car go up in flames with Jota?
Yeah.
It's kind of sick. However, it's being done or not being done, it's absolutely. I don't know what's worse, like actual sacrifice or lying about it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's more disturbing or sickening or wicked.
Yeah, it's just
your own death or giving your soul to Satan, willingly dying for fame and fortune. I used to watch that Jota play. I'm like, this tiny little footballer, he always seemed to score important goals. And I was always like, how did this guy make it? How did he get to Liverpool? How was he playing for Portugal? But now the more I've done this, it's very clear how these players make it. That they get involved with Satan. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, magic.
Yeah. They get involved. They allow a demon to take over their body. And if you go, you don't have to look. If you look at Diego Jota's celebrations, they are so wicked. So all the stuff I've revealed, all the 666s, the pointing his finger, covering one eye, all sorts of stuff. They know what they're doing, people like Jota. But anyway, sorry, Bill, keep going.
Well, I just want to touch on real fast. His name means supplanter, and Diogo or whatever, which is a form of Diego, and it means supplanter. And it just brings me back to LeBron James supplanting Kobe before he died, and now this connects to Kobe. And yeah, I think there's something there with that, but I'll talk about that later. But the point is, with this slide, guys, Santander, he was on his way to Santander to catch a ferry. Santander equals 96, Diego Jota 96, Freemason 96. Also, what's interesting is his brother. Both the brothers' names have a 2-cipher match to brothers. Okay, so Diego Jota has the 42 and 48 like brothers, and then Andre Silva, his brother, has the 105 and 42 like brothers. So
have you seen his brother's last name?
Is it
Silva?
Yeah, their full last name is what is their full last name?
I mean, the one on your slide, it's Andre Silva, yeah?
Oh yeah, Silva, yeah.
Well, the atomic number for Silva's 47. And Jota died 211 days after his birthday, the 47th prime. And the Nations League, this tournament that Portugal just won by beating Spain, and we know Jota died in Spain. That final was played exactly 47 weeks after Spain won Euro 2024, which began on Donald Trump's birthday, the 47th president. And his brother's called Andre Silva. The atomic number for Silva is 47.
And this all connects to Donald Trump for sure. I mean,
everything does. Like when Liverpool have won 2 Premier League titles, both times they've won it, Donald Trump was the president. And they're called the Reds, which is the Republicans, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and then even his name kind of reminds me. The name on the back of his jersey is Diego J. Like it reminds me of Donald J. Right? They love the J's.
Yeah.
And there's more I could have said about Trump. I didn't even make as many Trump connections as I probably could have, but
it's never ending. Like I told you, it's just never ending.
And as you pointed out in your video, on the slide I'm on now, I'm just pointing out that they just won their 20th championship, and then number 20 dies in a car crash, which in the Chaldean cipher equals 20. Car crash equals 20. Death equals 20. This was 22 weeks before his birthday, again, as we mentioned, and the word crash equals 22. So does the word king equals 22. And the word car equals 22. So car equals 22, crash equals 22, and king equals 22. And notice the Champion League graphic that they made. It has the crown all over it, right? And
have you seen Diego Jota's wife's name?
Yeah, I can't remember it now, but I was running the gematria on it. Equals Freemason, I know that, or Freemasonry. But
her name's Ruth Cardosa, so her last name begins with Car.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do
you know what I mean? It just seems very suspect. There's certain ones where it just feels off, and this feels off.
Wait till you see the car model that a Lamborghini has that just brings it all together, man.
Yeah, it all seems just a little bit too perfect.
So another interesting connection, guys. He dies 38 days after the parade where the car rammed into the Liverpool parade.
Of course, wow. Yeah, I didn't even... I'll look into that later. That is very true, yeah. See, I coded that car parade. I didn't even think about relating it to Jota dying in a car accident. That was like foreshadowing it by the look of it. Sorry, mate. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that one.
38 days later, death equals 38. So seems pretty. King also equals 38. This is all going to connect back to the king.
And remember, you're going to go to the King James at age 38, scored 38 points, 38th day of the year to become the all-time leading point scorer.
Yep. And so another thing to mention that's pretty suspect is that his brother was actually, his birthday was one day before they won the Champions League. And then, so his brother turned 25, and then the next day they won the Champions League on the 28th of April. So that's interesting. That means...
Wait, didn't they win that Champions League 2-0, like 20?
Oh, did they?
I think they beat Tottenham 2-0. What year was it? 2019?
Oh no, I was talking about when they clinched it, I think, because they clinched it this year on it says they clinched it this year on April 27th. Is that right?
Yeah. But the last time they won the Champions League.
Oh, okay.
This is what I forgot to add in my code. The last time they won the Champions League, they won the final 2-0, like 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was right before Jota signed. Because he signed. Do you know Jota signed with Liverpool in 2020? And the last time Liverpool won the Premier League was 2020, and he wears number 20.
Wow. So all the 20s.
Yeah, all the 20, which is the year Kobe died, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the aviation accident, okay. And by the way, I didn't tell you this. So Liverpool just signed a German, Florian Wirtz, record signing in the Premier League, 116 million, right? And he officially signed with Liverpool on July the 1st, 7-1, the 20th prime.
Oh, wow.
And he scored the first goal of Euro 2024 in the game that was on Trump's birthday. He scored the first goal of the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, it's just a joke.
And just to get in real fast into this king stuff, because this is one of the most mind-blowing parts that I found, is the fact that he died on 7-3 at 28 years old, and the word crown equals 7328 in the base 2 gematria ciphers.
Wow.
And that's nothing compared to what I'm going to show.
Well, Queen Elizabeth was married, wasn't she, for 73 years?
Right, and then he took over. Didn't he take over at 73, King Charles?
He did, and he was coronated at 74, yeah.
Yeah. So he took over at 73, and then this guy dies at 70 or on 7-3 at 28 when crown equals 7328. And it's just so obvious because this guy just got married. And so I snapped a picture of King Charles' marriage and what happened to his. This is a what I would call a reversal role, right? This is what you call a reversing the roles.
Diana died in a car crash. The wife.
Right. So the wife is living now, whereas King Charles' instance, the wife died in the car crash. And notice that in the Chaldean cipher, Princess Diana equals 42, like Liverpool. Also, like coronation. I already talked about the 42. Coronation equals 42 in that same cipher. And I'm going to talk about just how mind-blowingly connected to the coronation this is.
And do you know that in Christian theology, the concept of Jesus coming back for his bride refers to the second coming of Christ, where he's going to gather his followers, which is symbolized as his bride, the church.
And think about it. He died in a Lamborghini, the Lamb.
The Lamb of God. Oh, my goodness. I told you, I did my code at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I could have wrote a book about Jota'S death, but it's just crazy, man. He died in a Lamborghini. What color was it? Don't tell me it was red. If it was red.
I didn't even look at that. I didn't look at the color. I didn't even see anybody mention what color the car was.
Sometimes they do, and it's deliberate. If it was red, it might be too blatant.
Yeah, so lamb, that's what I caught. Lamb, like the Lamb of God, Lamborghini. And again, to go back with so Liverpool equals coronation in three out of three ciphers. But this is the one, man. Like, this is the slide that got me. Look at this. The Lamborghini, he died in a Lamborghini, and a Lamborghini has a model of car with his name in it. Look at this article. It says, remembering the most devilish Lamborghini Diablo of all time, the SE30 Jota.
Oh my word. Okay, that's a different. How many celebrities have died in a 911 Porsche, by the way?
is that? Yeah.
So many.
Like, this guy dies in a Lamborghini. He didn't die in this model of car. That would have been too obvious. But Lamborghini does have a car with his name in it, and it's called the Diablo. Okay. And this is where we're going to talk about the big number that I found that's really connecting all this, the 258. So look at this. The Lamborghini is called the Diablo, which has his name in it. It's Diablo equals 258 in Sumerian gematria. And this all goes back to the 666 number of the beast, 258, like Diablo 258. And just wait till you see how this connects with King Charles and the 258. This is absolutely absurd. If you go from the core, okay, so first of all, in gematria, King Charles III coronation equals 258. In the same cipher as the two brothers' names, their two names, their full names equal exactly 258 in the same cipher as King Charles III coronation. And look how many days after, or look what the time span is between the day he had his coronation to the day they died. 2 years and 58 days.
There's
which
a
is
number,
the number.
Number of the beast equals 258, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I just had in this last slide, because Diablo, which is the car that's Diablo Jota, is Diablo also equals 258 in
Mate, I'm
Sumerian.
starting to think, so there's a movie called The Conjuring, right? Where demons can possess anything. They can possess toys, clocks, trees. I think they can possess cars. I think I've said the self-driving cars is demons driving it. I'd stay away from them. So they've got a mind of their own. Like, even like Transformers and stuff, these the movie Cars, it's like they have their own mind, personality. And calling a car devilish is a bit off, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's just funny the article said that, because it's the Diablo model, but it's the Diablo. See, the Diablo Jota model is specifically a model that's very, very limited model too. It's not a common model. So it's not like a lot of people have that model. I think they said there was only 15 Diablo Jotas made. So that's not a lot. And
isn't there an NHL team called New Jersey Devils as well, connecting to those Gaudreau brothers?
Yeah. And yeah, that's a good point. The New Jersey Devils.
Wow.
But yeah, like I couldn't believe it when I saw that these two guys, they have the same number as King Charles III coronation, and that's exactly the exact number they died after his coronation. And if you guys think, okay, well, Cody, they just have a one cipher match, right? Well, no, not exactly. Look at this. King Charles coronation literally equals this guy's full name in 3 out of the 4 base ciphers. And it equals his brother's name in 2 out of the 4. So it equals his name in 3 out of the 4 ciphers and his brother's name in 2 out of the 4. Come on now. And then adding on the 258 I just showed you from the coronation to the death. Like, come on.
That is incredible, man.
Like, this is a 3 out of 4 cipher match, guys. We call this a super match. And this is not just with one of the brothers. This is with both of the brothers. So, wow.
That's pretty special, mate. Do you want me to give you a quick Prince Philip connection with Jota and Liverpool?
Yeah.
So when Liverpool won the Premier League in 2020, they finished with 99 points, which is an incredible amount of points. And Diego Jota wore number 20 for Liverpool, and he wore number 21 for Portugal 2021. And they won the league in 2020 with 99 points. And Prince Philip, he died in 2021, like Jota's jersey numbers, and he died at age 99 on the 99th day of 2021.
Wow.
Like I've said, bro, you know me, I've been talking about the royal family with the Premier League forever. Just bring up the Premier League logo just to show what's on top of the lion's head. Just type in, get a new tab, and just type in the Premier League logo. I'm telling you, it's connected to royalty. It's mocking Jesus. It's a lion with a crown on it, and Jesus is the Lion of Judah and the King of Kings. Now think about how many people worship Premier League footballers over Jesus Christ. Think about that for a minute. How many people will sit down and watch a Premier League game for 2 hours, including the commercials, and not spend 2 minutes reading the Bible?
Total addicted to the wrong things. That would be the
distracted ultimately.
Yeah.
And it's all fake. It's all wicked. It's all predetermined. It's all ritualistic. Like Liverpool's goalkeeper, right? Alisson, his father died, and shortly afterwards, this goalkeeper, Alisson, scored a winning goal at the death, right after his dad died. A goalkeeper, bro. Do you know how hard it is for a professional goalkeeper to score? And he scored at the death.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, what a beautiful story. And it's like, my dad's looking down from heaven. No, he's not. Your dad right now is dust, waiting to be judged, his soul. He's not in heaven watching his son play for Liverpool, cheering him on. Do you know what I mean? It's such a lie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it said, Alisson honors his father, but their father is the father of lies, Satan. That's who they're honoring, their father. It is the devil. It says, It says that in the Bible, is the father of lies. And these people lie, and I'm so happy that I've called this out and it's finally getting revealed, bro. Same with you, I'm sure. Keep going. I've got about another, for me, 10, maybe 15 minutes, bro. So you keep going. It's amazing.
Yeah, so just to reiterate, 2 years, 58 days after King Charles' coronation, King Charles' third coronation equals 258, like both the brothers' names. And then their names are pretty much a direct match to King Charles III coronation, which is wild. And then on top of that, they died 33 weeks before King Charles' birthday. If we didn't already have enough to think it was connected, 33 weeks exactly. We know that's connected to Freemasonry as well. And also King Charles in Chaldean equals, look at this, King Charles. I didn't even realize this, but King Charles in Chaldean gematria, King equals 11, Charles equals 22.
There you
and
go.
That equals, so this is again, the importance of the Chaldean cipher. I'm making it a point to use this cipher more often. This is one of the oldest, most accurate ciphers, in my opinion. It's the one that connects me to my own life most organically. So I know this cipher is super legit. And again, look at this. King equals 11. He died 11 days after his wedding, and he died 22 weeks before his birthday. So 11/22 is King Charles, and that equals 33. And he died 33 weeks before King Charles' birthday. Also,
go on.
What he wears on his jersey, I noticed, is Diogo J, and that equals 33.
Yeah, it just makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I've just Diego. Like, it's not like there's another player on the team, like, you know, who's called like Diego K or something. Like, when I saw that jersey number, I was like, that's clearly for the gematria. Right. Like, for him to have his name. He could have just had Jota. There were no other Jotas. There's a player at Celtic called Jota. They have the You'll Never Walk Alone anthem. They have a player called Jota as well.
Right.
But yeah, that thing, that celebration is doing, that's the Baphomet, where they say it's a love heart. It's the Baphomet. And It's just it sounds awful to say this. And by the way, King Charles' birth is 1114. That's another 25, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't like saying this because it's love thy neighbor. But these people just make me queasy now because I finally truly see what they're doing. Go at that 147.
Yeah, this is my next big number. This is the big part of this.
Okay, you read yours out, and I'll give you one addition to that.
So again, out of all these slides, I connected to King Charles, this amazing stuff here, and then this 33, and look at how it's perfectly tied to him again. From the day he actually became queen when his mother died to the day of this accident, exactly 147 weeks, which is the gematria of Portuguese, and this was, of course, 2 Portuguese people. 4th of July, and I think this connects to tomorrow, man. I think we're going to have an event tomorrow. I think something's going to go down tomorrow. I really think this
is the Independence Day, man. Like, do you know 74 times 9 is 666?
What is it?
74 times 9 is 666. That's 74, mate. I'm telling you, it's insane. And 9's that completion number. So 74 times 9 is 666. I'm pretty sure it is. And 7 times 4 is 28. That's the age Jota died, isn't it? There might be a crash. It might be an economic crash, a crypto crash, a plane crash.
Oh, I am going to touch on how this is connected oddly to a financial thing too. I did find a connection.
A lot of people find that interesting.
But yeah, so exactly 147 weeks after King Charles became king. Again, his name equals 147. Both of his names. If you take his name he's known by, Diego Jota equals 147. His full name, Diogo Jose Teixeira da Silva equals 147. King Charles III coronation 147. Freemason 147. Portuguese 147. These 2 brothers were born 3 years and 147 days apart. So there's another. And what did you have on the 147?
Prince Philip, he died on 4/9, yeah?
Uh-huh.
And Queen Elizabeth died on 9/8, which was the date Charles became king.
Right.
So when you add up the 49 and 98, it's 147.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's pretty insane, isn't it?
Yeah, this number, this 147, in my opinion, I always look at it like this. Whenever there's a 1 in front of the number, so like 147, it's like magnifying the number 47. So it's kind of like another 47, but with a 1 in front of it. So it's magnifying and this 147 is a huge Freemason number. That's why Freemason equals 147. I think 47 problem of Euclid equals 147 if you type it out.
Yeah.
President of the United States equals 147.
The White House has 147 windows.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. White House has 147 windows. But that's why this is connected. This is also connected to Donald Trump too, because also going back to my slide a few back, I just need to mention this. President Donald J. Trump also equals 1 or 258 in the same cipher as both these brothers' full names. And again, this is the number of the beast. Diablo equals 258. So yeah, lots of stuff there with that.
Do you know what I think the biggest 147 is?
What's that?
Jacob, Israel from the Bible. That's the age he died.
Well, that's perfect because his name means supplanter.
There you go.
It means Jacob. It goes back to Jacob.
Well, Jacob, Israel from the Bible, died at age 147.
Well, there you go. Because again, let's look it up, guys. Meaning of it means okay. So his name means in Portuguese it means supplanter or holder of the heel, right? And that's Jacob. I mean, and if you really read down, supplanter is the most widely accepted. Is derived from the Hebrew Yaakov, which is the origin of Jacob. So again, his name even goes back to Jacob and the supplanter, right?
Yep.
And to me, it could mean that somebody's about to get ready to get supplanted here. I don't know if this
could be Charles. It could be Charles.
Yeah, I think it's possible that that's what this is connecting to. I didn't really bring up a lot of Prince William stuff in this, but this is also connected to him.
Yeah, remember Trump bombed Iran on William's birthday.
Right. And then this guy got married one day after.
It's the whole lives are being controlled, it seems. They're like slaves. They're just slaves.
And don't forget, William's mother was Princess Diana. So.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, Diana died in 97, yeah?
Right.
It's really hard to spell, but see if you can type in the Hillsborough disaster. There you go. Top one. Look how many people died. See, it's 97.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Which we know is the 25th prime number. But look who it involved. Look what team was involved.
Yeah, Liverpool. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And by the way, see, go back to the date of when it took place. You see, it's 15-4.
Right.
Now go to the Gematrinator of Jota'S death to his upcoming birthday.
Right. It's the 154. I had a slide here.
There you go. Now you can add the Hillsborough disaster. That's the date of it.
And this is another interesting connection. Remember Revelation 9:11. I already talked about that. This is the ongoing riddle still for the kings, no king stuff. It's still connected to that.
Yeah.
But look, the note in the Revelation 9:11, and I started this decode out by saying it's all about the twin pillars, right? The twin towers.
Yeah.
Well, 154 verse of the book of Revelation is Revelation 9:11.
Oh my word.
So 154 verses into the Revelation is the Revelation 9:11. He dies 154 days before his birthday. And as you just said, that Hillsborough disaster was on 15/4. That's also the death date of Lincoln. And
oh my goodness, bro, go back to that slide. I'm going to absolutely blow your mind. Oh my goodness. The Revelation 9:11. Oh, no way. Right, guys, give me some woos in the chat. This might be the last thing I can do today. Well, not today, but with Cody. Cody, this is insane. Right. Sorry, I occasionally get excited. So you're telling me this Revelation 9:11 is the verse of the Testament is 7707, yeah?
Right.
Like CR7, Ronaldo, so connected to this death. He was born on 2/5, 2 + 5, 7. He was born exactly 7 years before Neymar Jr., right? But check this out. Cristiano Ronaldo's second coming with the Red Devils. You know, we've got the Jesus Christ second coming. Ronaldo's second coming with the Red Devils, Manchester United. He made his second debut with them on 9/11, right? On 9/11, right?
Wow.
And it was against Newcastle, and obviously Queen Elizabeth died in a castle, Balmoral Castle. But watch this, bro. You see how it says, and they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit. Right. Well, Ronaldo, he and it talks about in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. Ronaldo lost the European Championships to Greece, right? And we know the King Charles, his father was Philip, who was born in Greece. But when it comes to Ronaldo, you know, you're talking about the twin symbolism, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Cristiano Ronaldo had twins and his son died, and his son was called Angel.
Oh, wow. No way.
Yes way. And he has another set of twins. And Portugal and Jota just won the Nations League on 6/8 on Ronaldo's twins' 8th birthday. Bro, he had another set of twins, and the boy called Angel died. And Ronaldo, his second debut for the Red Devils was on 9/11. What's 9 + 11? 20. Right?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And Liverpool just got the 20th league title to match the Red Devils, who have 20 league titles.
Wow.
Jota'S jersey number. Oh my word. I'm going to have to add to this code.
And 2020 is like 2020 vision, seeing clearly, a revelation, right?
Seeing clearly. And it's also when we got the pandemic, and another one's coming.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Well, you know that decode I just did a few days ago about how they simulated a bio attack on the United States for tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
So it's just like, man, is this because let me one last thing before you go. Look at this. Not only is it the 154th verse of the Bible, it has 250 remaining, right?
The 25, yeah.
But the 250 is important because the United States is getting ready to start its 250th year tomorrow.
Yeah, it doesn't. It turn 249 years old, but it's going into its 250th year. Yeah?
But yeah, it's completing its 249 fully tomorrow, which means it's starting its 250.
Yeah. So my big thing for this, bro, I think this might give you all a bit of a warning. So the book of Matthew, one of the Gospels, incredible book. Just bring it up for me. So it's better than me just saying it, and then I'll let you finish. Yeah, Joseph said ritual sacrifice is 154. Isn't that when the Titanic sank as well, and in the sea, and then Liverpool pool connects to water, doesn't it? But type in Matthew 24:9, and I'm telling you, I've said this year, over the next year, you're going to get the persecution of the saints, which is why the Super Bowl was in the Stadium of the Saints. Type in Matthew 24:9, the King James Version. Matthew 24, verse 9. And then read the verse. This is what's coming this year. This is what I strongly believe. So USA turns 249 years old tomorrow. This is where the world's going. I'm telling you, you're going to get mass persecution of Christians. So it says, Matthew 24:9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. This is about the saints who are going to be killed for the faith. This is coming, I think, within the next year. I wholeheartedly believe it. Look what's going on around the world. You can't street preach. They're banning Bibles. People like me are demonetized because I preach the gospel. You see how deep that is?
Yeah.
But what's that 249 weeks?
Just wait till you see this then. So you know how he died one day before the 249th birthday of the United States?
Yep.
Guess how many weeks he was born before 9/11?
Then well, you've given it 249, bro. That's special. To go with the Revelation 9:11 verse, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that means this is clearly connected. And let's think about this, guys. Tomorrow is Independence Day. From what? The crown.
Yep.
The United States gained independence from the crown. And my whole decode was about this connection and connected to the current king of England. And tomorrow is Independence Day. The United States turns 249 years. And this guy was born 249 weeks before 9/11. And remember, tomorrow is the Novus Ordo Seclorum, which equals 249. And that's why I believe this is going to also be very connected to what's on the money. Remember, Novus Ordo Seclorum is on the money.
It's on the dollar bill, yeah.
Yep. And Trump might sign his big, beautiful bill tomorrow. You understand?
Wait, somebody in the chat, GM2, has said Castile de Leon is the province where he died. That's another lion.
Right. Yeah, I saw that, and I meant to mention it earlier, but when we were talking about the lion, but yeah, he died near that.
You know, we got
it equals 120. It equals 124 too. He's saying like coronation and like his birthday, 12/4.
And have you noticed 12 times 4 is 48? Like the presidential term is 48 months.
Right.
And by the way, when Liverpool won that league with 99 points, what's 9 times 11?
Yep.
99. And we just had the eclipse, didn't we, on the 99th day of the year, which went through rapture and all of these biblical names, Jonah and all of that. I'm telling you, people need to stop just brushing this knowledge off. Like it's just throwing stuff together. Like it's revealing the end times. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and you know, based off what I've showed in this decode, it's you know, I've added many layers to it, but you know, even the fact that he died 211 days after his birthday, which is the 47 prime, and King Charles was born the day that leaves 47 days in the year, and the Freemasonry.
And also, Elizabeth married Charles in 47.
Right. Yeah.
Argentina won the recent World Cup. They've won 47 all-time World Cup games.
Wow.
It's just obscene. And wait, I think, let me just check something before I go. England, they've won the World Cup once. They won it in 1966, the year the Church of Satan was founded.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they won that final against Germany 4-2. And they won it on the 211th day of the year with 154 days left. Bro, get that up before I go. Go to your calculator. How insane. How big is the 211 and 154? I'm not saying this is a sacrifice for England to win the World Cup. I don't want to go there by doing all of that. Do you know what I mean? It's always like, well, does that mean this team's going to win it? And then it takes away the incredible information. So England won the World Cup final July the 30th, 1966.
There's your 7-3 again.
Well, yeah, there's your 7-3.
And 307. If you write it backwards, it's 307. That's the 63rd prime. And I had a bunch of 63s in this as well.
And
because
did you know that demon hour is 3:07 a.m.?
Oh, well, that makes sense. Freemason equals 307 in Latin gematria.
Yeah, and they're being controlled by Satan, these high
and this guy supposedly scored 63. Again, 307 is the 63rd prime number. He supposedly scored 63 career Premier League goals. And he died in a Lamborghini, which has a double gematria of 63. He died 11 days after his wedding, and wedding equals 63, like the word 11 equals 63. So there was a bunch of 63s. And
and also Trump became president in 2016, the year Kobe retired. And 2016 is the 63rd triangular number.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And remember, JFK, who connects to Trump, was assassinated supposedly in 63. Bro, they're starting to drill. I don't know if you can hear it. There's construction going on above me. So absolutely remarkable. As I always say to you and anybody watching, any information that I share, take it. If you want to post it on Twitter, you don't have to say it's mine. If you want to take it, and I don't care anymore. And I'm sure you're the same way. But I have to go pick up my girl, take her to DHL, take her for lunch, and then drop her at work. Man. But I may go live later. There's a few other things I want to talk about with the Gold Cup, which happened yesterday with Mexico and USA. But listen, I appreciate all the people in the chat. I'm sorry I couldn't really read what they were saying, but I'm sure their information was special. And Cody, wow, absolutely incredible. And the GameStop 96, Jota'S 96. How old was Queen Elizabeth when she died? 96.
Yeah, 96.
How long was her platinum jubilee? 4 days. What's 4 days? 96 hours. And he won 4 trophies. The UK. It's made up of 4 nations. Elizabeth had 4 children. The UK dialing code is plus 44, and Jota'S dies exactly 44 weeks after the Godreau brothers died in a car crash. Okay, sure, it's not coded. But anyways, I appreciate you all greatly. My head is hanging, but wow, special stuff, brother. Take care. God bless you, and God bless all of you in the chat. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, go ahead. There's thousands of videos you can watch similar to this.
Drop your link in the chat before you leave. So
let me do that. And again, just so you know, and Code is exactly the same way. And I kind of laugh and joke about this. Guys, I'm not some guy who goes around saying, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Okay, I have 13,000 subs. I have 14. I don't care, but I believe this work needs to be seen. And I believe the more viewers you have, the more people are open to watching. I really wholeheartedly believe that. I think if I had 30,000, more people would be open to like, oh, whoa, this is interesting. No wonder he has 30,000. You know what I mean? It's not for my ego in any capacity. As I've said, most people don't even know I have a YouTube channel, my close friends. But anyways, God bless you. My link's in the description. Cody, keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep doing more streams like this. Okay, mate? Awesome.
All right, man.
Take care.
Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Bye.
See you. All right, guys. Thanks so much to Adam. Again, I'm just happy to have him on the stream for this decode because of the stuff he knows about everything, but his expertise when it comes to international football. But let's just finish this decode off by talking about something that's connecting to tomorrow. So look at this. Remember, in the beginning of this decode, I told you guys 96 is the gematria of Diego, Jota, and Freemason, right? And he was going to Santander, which equals 96, okay? So now, earlier today, before this crash even happened, I was finding a riddle connected to GameStop. Now, before I go into all the details, let me just preface this and say GameStop is going to be connected to all the assassinations of the presidents, but I'm not going to get into that here. But what I want to talk about is this morning, before this accident went live and I found out about it, I was decoding GameStop. And then this guy dies and his name equals GameStop. So then I realized, I went into his Wikipedia page and it says that this guy that just died, he was an avid gamer, as in GameStop, and was ranked number 1 in FIFA's 21's Champions Leaderboard in February 2021. So this guy who died today, he was ranked number 1 in the world in February 2021. What happened in January, February 2021? Well, there was a GameStop short squeeze where everyone shorted the price of GameStop and pumped the price, right? And this price reached its high point on January 28th, 2021. So just around the same time that this guy was the gamer on the leaderboards of FIFA 21, okay? And notice his name equals GameStop, okay? So how does this lead us to tomorrow? Well, let's look. Notice that Diego Jota, who just died, if he was still alive tomorrow, he would have turned 343 months old exactly. 343, okay? If he was still alive tomorrow on the 4th of July. Look at the gematria of GameStop. 343. Now, the number 343 is the gematria of 7 times 7 times 7, the jackpot, right? The jackpot number. So he died one day before his 7 times 7 times 7 month of his life. Okay? When GameStop equals 343, okay? Now, I connected this all to King Charles and his coronation, okay? And look how many days it is today or tomorrow after the GameStop short squeeze. 1618. This is the golden ratio, guys. So I don't think this is a coincidence. Tomorrow might be a big day. Trump might sign the big, beautiful bill, or he may not. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But the point is, this guy died one day before Independence Day, where we get independence from the King of England. This whole decode connected to King Charles, right? Remember, it was 2 years and 58 days after his coronation when King Charles III coronation equals 258. And the full names of the two brothers equals 258. It was the name of the brother equals King Charles III coronation in almost all ciphers. It was 33 weeks before his King Charles birthday. Okay. Yeah, and in charting, there's a Fibonacci retrace. When you do charting for cryptocurrency or for stocks, there's a chart and it has a 1618 level. Okay. So the fact that it's 1618 days after GameStop short squeeze tomorrow, when King Charles III equals 1618, this is a big part of this. I really believe something could happen with the money tomorrow. Trump might make a huge announcement with the big, beautiful bill or with the money, or the banks might get attacked. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just looking out for some money stuff tomorrow, okay? Remember, tomorrow is the 249th birthday of the United States, and Novus Ordo Seclorum equals 249. What's the phrase on the money, guys? Novus Ordo Seclorum is on the money, okay? So again, right here on the money, you see the phrase that equals 249. Tomorrow's the 249th birthday. And it seems to line up with money and the golden ratio. Remember, Trump declared a golden age. 7 times 7 times 7 is how old this guy would have been yet tomorrow. That's the jackpot. That's also the GameStop number. I told you how he was tied to the GameStop thing. So to me, this is pointing to possibly maybe something happens on 7/7/7, because if you take the date July 7th this year, and remember, this guy was born, this soccer player was born 249 months, or no, 249 weeks before 9/11. Okay, this soccer player. But anyway, if you take tomorrow's date, if you take the date of July 7th, right? It's 7/7/25, right? So this day could be 7/7/7, okay? It's the day leaving 177 days in the year. And it's exactly 40 years and 4 days after Back to the Future came out. 404, like that's the amount of verses in the book of Revelation. Also, if you go from the release of Back to the Future to July 7th, it's 14614. Guys, this is Trump's birthday forward and backwards. Okay, so that's the date, July 7th. Okay, so I'm thinking July 4th through July 7th, we could get something, right? But this, so let's go back to the Future thing real fast, because this is wild, guys. I told you today is the 40th birthday of Back to the Future. 40. This crash today with a car, like the car in Back to the Future, it happened at 40 minutes into the day, Spanish time. And it happened because of a tire blowout. And the way that they write tire blowout, it equals 176, like Back to the Future equals 176, like Donald J. Trump equals 176, okay? So think about it, guys. The car catches on fire, like the fire in the Back to the Future car, the tires are on fire, right? It makes so much sense, okay? And me and Rambo and AJ have been talking about Back to the Future like every week for like the last 4 weeks. And now we get this on the anniversary of this movie. And remember, I told you today is 1985 days after Kobe died in a helicopter crash. The movie Back to the Future came out in 1985. Also, I want to give a big shout out to this guy on YouTube. Redna Xella. He said that Jota died 33 days after another football player who died in a car crash in Spain after his tire blew out. Okay, so that just another shout out to him. This is 33 days after the anniversary of another incident just like this in Spain. Exactly the same type of incident. So big shout out to that guy. But yeah, the Back to the Future thing, guys. If you guys have anything more on Back to the Future, this is clearly tied to that, because Back to the Future involves a car, right? And this is all about a car crash. And doesn't Marty crash into stuff? You know, when he time travels, he crashes into a barn, you know? So, but let's pull up Liverpool real fast. And I didn't even notice this, guys, but this has the two flames here, the two pillars of flames. And remember, the beginning of my decode, it was all about the pillars, right? This guy died 11 days, which is the portal, okay? He's from Portugal, right? Portugal, right? Portal. There's literally a port right in it. Time travel is portals, okay? This guy dies 11 days after his wedding, where he has the two pillars, which is like 11. and the Masons have the pillars, and the two brothers represents the two pillars. Okay. And again, Freemason equals brothers equals both their names. Their names, his name equals Freemason in all cipher, like he was heading to Santander, which equals Freemason in 2 out of the 4 ciphers. His name equals brothers in 2 ciphers, and his brother's name equals brothers in 2 ciphers. He died in a car crash. He wore the number 20. Car crash equals 20. Death equals 20. He died 22 weeks before his birthday. Crash equals 22. Car equals 22. Died 38 days after the car crashed into a Liverpool crowd. He played for Liverpool. The word death equals 38. King equals 38. His brother was born 1 day before his team won. His birthday was 1 day before his team won the Premier League. He died on 7/3 at 28 years old. Crown equals 73 and 28. Princess Diana, also, this is the reversal, guys. Princess Diana, the wife, died in a car crash. This time, it's the husband that dies in a car crash. All right? This is the reversal. Liverpool equals coronation in three ciphers. Lamborghini. This is the most amazing part, guys. There's literally a Lamborghini model called the Diablo SE Jota. And this guy's name is Jota. He died in a Lamborghini. They have a model with his name in it. Okay. So it's just, say what you will, but what's the chance of that? They literally make a model with his name in it. And now he's famous now for dying in a Lamborghini. And again, it was 2 years, 58 days after King Charles' coronation, which equals 258, like both the brothers' names. His full name equals King Charles III coronation in 3 out of the 4. So yeah, we went through all of it. That was just a quick recap, guys. So let me go to the comments. Let me finish this off by taking your guys' comments. Let me see what you guys have to say. Santander is the name of a bank. Yeah, exactly. Santander is a major banking group. Exactly. That's why I think it's, guys, I don't know. I just think something's going to happen soon with money. Okay. New order of the ages. July 7th, 7/7, Netanyahu meets Trump. Israel is 77 years old. Wow. Okay, so again, I'm really watching the date 7/7, guys. And another guy on Twitter pointed out that if you go from Aleister Crowley's death date, you guys know Aleister Crowley? Aleister Crowley, 7/7/7. So you guys know Aleister Crowley wrote the book Liber 777, right? And I told you that tomorrow would be what would it be? Tomorrow, this football player would turn 3 months old, which is 7 times 7 times 7. So now on 7/7, I just got word that Netanyahu is going to meet with Trump, and Israel is 77 years old. And the date 7/7 this year is going to be 7/7/7 because 7/7 and then 25 is 2 plus 5 is 7. Remember, it was flight 77, which hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon on the 77th meridian. Okay, so don't forget that. We're talking about crashes here. But anyway, if we measure from the death of Aleister Crowley to 7/7, let me get it up here. I want you guys to notice, if you measure from Crowley's death to 7/7/7, in a few days, it's going to be 77 years, 7 months, 7 days. And again, this is from the guy who wrote the book, Liber 777, okay, from his death. Also, that day is the, and yeah, Joseph, I saw your comment. What comment? Okay, yeah, that comment. Benjamin Netanyahu equals 177, right? And that's the day leaving 177 days in the year. So many 77s. And don't forget, September 11th is Sept, which means 7. And thank you to Eric for pointing that out, for reminding me. I knew that, but so September 11th is Sept, which is 7 times 11. What's that, guys? 7 times 11 is 77. So even 9/11 connects to the 77. So that's why I'm telling you, maybe he's just going to meet Netanyahu on this day. Maybe that's the big ritual for the day. Okay. Maybe nothing happens other than the meeting with Israel, right? But, considering that Crowley turns, his death will be that long, 7777. And New World Order equals 77 or 177, right? I just told you about the Novus Ordo Seclorum, which the United States is going to turn 249. That means New Order of the Ages. And New World Order also equals 177. I talked about this number yesterday. Order out of Chaos 177, right? Yeah, thank you, Joseph. So yeah, this could be an interesting day coming up. This next couple days could be interesting. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, did you guys see that weird thing that happened in Las Vegas where these storms are just randomly knocking down telephone poles or utility poles, but they're not knocking down the trees? Did you guys see that? How crazy that is? Are you telling me a storm came through and just decided to knock down the telephone pole or the electric poles, and it didn't really cause any damage to the trees or the houses? Just the telephone poles. So are we that close to a huge blackout, guys? Are they going to be taking out the telephone or all these electric poles, and then we're not going to have power or internet or anything because they're just taking out the electric grid? Like, I can't believe people actually believe this crap. Donald Trump Jr. is born in 77. Richard West says, yeah, that's a good addition. Talking about 258, Prince Harry was born on, yeah, I wanted to mention this, 258, talked about this number. Prince Harry is born on the 258th day of the year. Jacob the Supplanter was a twin who had the heel of his brother. Charles dies and Harry supplants William. Well, that's an interesting theory, but that's a good theory. That's interesting because we're talking about this supplanter thing. Wow, I mean that's something to think about. That's a good observation. I'll think about that one. Yeah, I mean, again, we don't know what really happened, guys, with this football player, but I mean, if he did really get taken out by the numbers and his wife and his kids are now left without him, it's super sad, if that's what, that's really what happened. But we don't know exactly what happened here. I mean, we can only think that, who knows? But we know that the numbers are pretty perfect as usual. So you guys can decide what you think really happened there. At the end of the day, it's all just guessing. Jota means J in Spanish. Okay. Like Yachin, yeah. Boaz and Yachin, yeah. Exactly. The twin pillars is B and J, right? Twin pillars. So you got the B and the J, right? And the J is, this guy has the J, you know, on his sweatshirt. It'd be perfect if he had a B in his name. If his name was like, instead of having the D, he would have the B. I mean, it's pretty close. You know, a B is very close to the letter D. It's just got an extra space in it, right? But yeah, I mean, it'd be even perfect if it was his initials were B and J. BJ, right? What about the you guys wondering about the wife? Yeah, well, she's coded too. His wife's name was Ruta Cardoso. Her name had car in it. And her husband died in a car accident. What does Ruta mean? Let's look up the meaning of that name. What does that mean? It's a weird name. Never seen that before. Ruta, name, meaning. Okay, so her name means Ruth, which means friend or companion. So his wife's name literally, his companion was, his wife's name literally means companion. Okay, that's a little odd. That's interesting. And what about her last name? Cardoso. What does that mean? You guys got to always look up the meaning of names. I showed you guys yesterday. Vance means marsh. JD Vance. Vance means marsh. All their names mean something for a reason. You got to look up the meanings of names. The surname Cardoso is Portuguese and translates to place of thistles. Huh. So where's my smart people at in the chat? How might this connect to a place of thistles? Is there any Bible verses with thistle? I know there is. But anyway, her name equals Freemasonry. So I already did a whole decode about how this was connected to Freemasonry. And then her name, the wife's name, just happens to equal Freemasonry. When his name equals Freemason in all ciphers. So you guys see this here? Her name equals Freemasonry in two ciphers, 139, 158. Okay. What else does her name equal? Her name equals Revelation in one cipher. Or no, sorry, it doesn't equal Revelation. Her name equals 49, like 7 times 7 is 49. So you got kind of another 77 there. Let's see if we can find a super match for her name. Her name equals Thunderbolt. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, the thing I notice here most is, and more than anything, is the Freemasonry connection. That's the biggest. It doesn't give a birthday for her. Okay, so it's Red Bull Vodka is saying Yoda was advised by doctors not to fly following lung surgery, so he was driving to take a ferry. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the water connection. Okay, look at the Liverpool flag. First of all, you got the twin flames here. So more twin symbolism, twin flames, right? It says you'll never walk alone. And everyone was saying that because that's the phrase of Liverpool. You'll never walk alone. And something interesting about that is the 99. So notice that if I take away these, so on the logo for the Liverpool is what they call a liver bird. This is a liver bird. Probably a phoenix, right? Or something. But yeah, liver bird equals 99. You'll never walk alone equals 99. And the word 11 equals 99. So he died 11 days after his wedding. But also, if you go to the seal for the city of Liverpool, well, first of all, a pool is water. Okay. He was on his way to a ferry to take a ship. Okay. So this all connects to water again. That's why it connects to currency. But look at the symbol for Liverpool. Look at this. A ship. He was going to take a ship, right? When he got in an accident, he was going to take he was going to a place to take a ship. Okay. On top of that, the two people on the Liverpool flag is Neptune, the god of the sea, and his son, Triton. So, I mean, come on, water all over the place here. Also, this guy was Portuguese, like a portal, like ports, where you take water. Triton, let me just type in the name Triton. That's the son of. Notice how Triton equals 96. What was the number I was telling you guys? You guys see all the 96 here? The writing on the logo for Liverpool equals 96. Let me just bring up the 96. Hold on. So, and again, Triton is on the logo right here. Triton equals 96. Santander, he was on his way to Santander to take a ship. That equals 96. Freemason 96. GameStop, I talked about that. His name equals 96. The writing on the logo of this logo here is 96. Doomsday, okay? It's interesting that Doomsday equals GameStop in all four ciphers. Watch this. And Doomsday equals Triton. Again, Triton is on the logo for Liverpool. So Doomsday, GameStop equals Triton in almost all ciphers. So again, this is all about the water, guys, the sea, the merchants. Yeah, merchancy, right? You know, emergency. Think about the word emergency. Emerge from the sea. Guys, there's a prediction that there's going to be an earthquake in a few days. Is this all connected to that? Emerging from the sea, a volcano that's going to, remember, the Japanese woman predicted that a volcano at the bottom of the ocean would cause an earthquake and a huge tsunami. And now we have this Liverpool stuff happening, which all connects back to Neptune or Poseidon, who is the god of earthquakes and the sea. Okay, so make sure you have your ship ready like Noah, because I guess a flood's coming. Maybe there's a flood coming. But yeah, Liverpool has the pool in it like water. Also, Liverpool equals 11.9. Again, here's your 9/11 connection again. But yeah, thank you to Farming from Scratch for adding all this emergency stuff, or merchant. Liverpool is a port. Yeah, that's right. Goju5 is asking, don't know if this is pertinent to any decoding, but it's pronounced Liverpool. Is that really how it's pronounced, Liverpool? It sounds weird when I say it, but oh, liver birds. So the birds are pronounced liver? Okay, people are saying it's not pronounced like Liverpool. Yeah, I've never heard it pronounced like that. But the birds are pronounced liver birds. Is that what you're saying? So are the birds pronounced liver birds or liver birds? What can somebody verify? Okay, so people in the chat are verifying that the bird on the logo is a liver bird, but the city is called a Liverpool. Okay, I get it now. I get what you guys are saying now. Thank you to everyone who is again, I never even been there, so I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but I understand now what you're saying. Liver birds. Yep, Cohen says liver birds. Yep. So you have a liver bird, huh? I wonder how this connects to the liver. Somebody going to die of liver. Didn't somebody just recently die of a liver disease? A famous person? Or am I tripping? Did someone not just die of a liver problem? Oh, yeah. Last year there was a white stag running through the streets of Liverpool. That's right. Yeah. Agent D, at the beginning of this decode, the illusion was on here with me, and he brought up the fact that this is connected to the two brothers who died in the hockey league yesterday or last year. It's all connected to the 124. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because I think New Jersey equals 124, right? Liverpool equals 124. New Jersey. Yeah, look at that. Liverpool and New Jersey. There we go. We got it, guys. We just cracked a huge code. There was two brothers who died in New Jersey last year. Two brothers that died in a wreck in New Jersey, and now this Liverpool guy dies in a wreck, and look at the gematria of New Jersey and Liverpool. And they both have the 124, like the guy's birthday is 12/4. Just so you guys know who I'm talking about, it's Johnny Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau, he died on August 29th in New Jersey. So August 29th, 2024, with his brother. Oh, that was just a day before, 2 days before the Princess Diana crash. But look at this, guys. He died on the day, leaving 124 days in the year. He died in New Jersey with his brother. And now, this year, we get another death of two brothers. And the illusion had pointed out that it's exactly 44 weeks after the other two brothers died. And the word kill equals 44. It's also 308 days. Now, that's the gematria of plane crash. Wonder if we get a plane crash again soon. Yeah, guys, please hit the like buttons. If you guys enjoyed the content, if you guys want to help push the content out to more people, the best way to do that is hit the like button. There's a lot of people out there who watch this soccer, this English football, that should see this, right? So if you guys hit the like button and share it, I greatly appreciate that. I know the illusion. Make sure you guys go hit the like button on the illusions channel, and make sure you guys go check out his video and give him a like. And go check out Joseph's video And give him a like. Give everyone a like, guys. Not just me. I'm not the only one who needs a like. Maureen Hingert is in the news today for liver failure at 88 years old. She was the actor in The King and I. Wow. Maureen Hingert is in the news today for liver failure. Really? Let's look at that. Wait, did she die? Oh, she just died 2 days ago. Maureen Hingert. And she died of liver failure, huh? Let me confirm that. Hold on. I don't see it here. She was in The King and I. Of course she was in The King and I. She's dead at 88. Like 88 miles per hour. Where does it say she died of liver failure? Like Liverpool. Man, where is it saying that? Yeah, right here. I see it. So she's from Sri Lanka. Yeah, but right here, guys, the King and I star passed away Sunday of liver failure. How about that? So now we have a Liverpool connection and a liver failure. Liver failure does equal Donald Trump and oh, look at that. Liver equals 66 like Charles. Yeah, I think there's something here because she was in The King and I. I'm telling you guys, I just think this King Charles stuff is a bit odd. I think there's something going on here. I'm just saying, watch out for King Charles the next months. But she died at 88. So I mean, again, more 88s. But you know, The King and I. Let's see what her name equals. Maureen Hingert. Sorry, guys. I'm the decode. If you guys want to catch out the decode for the soccer player, please go back and watch the beginning. I covered all that. I'm just doing a bit of on the fly research. So her name equals 158. Her name equals Donald John Trump in one cipher. It equals Donald John Trump in two ciphers, actually. It equals 77. We're just talking about that. It equals 158. 158 is also Freemasonry. Oh, she was born in 37. The year the Golden Gate Bridge opened. Maybe a Golden Gate Bridge connection. But the point is, guys, she died of liver failure just a few days ago. So, yeah, Prince William did come out and pay his respects to Jota. I saw that. July 1st is Diana's birthday. Okay, so this Maureen girl died on Diana's birthday. What the heck? Are you kidding me? Okay, so this Maureen girl, she just died on Diana's birthday. And this Maureen girl died of liver cancer. And then 2 days later, a car crash from the Liverpool, which I already told you was connected to this with it was the reversal, guys. I showed you in this slide right here that Princess Diana died in a car crash connected to Prince Charles, Prince Charles at the time. And now the man is perishing in the car crash, right? The wife, 11 days ago, she got married and now she's a widow. So she's a widow, just like, it's the opposite, right? It's just the reversal. So, I mean, and then we find out that this Maureen girl who was in The King and I, she dies on the birthday. She died on the 64th birthday. Yeah, the 64th birthday of Princess Diana. And of course, the two sons of Princess Diana was William and Harry. Could have something to do with the two brothers. Wait. Think about this for a minute, guys. The two brothers died in a car crash today, and Diana died in a car crash. She has two sons with King Charles, William and Harry. But both brothers died today. So are they saying that something's gonna happen to both William and Harry? I mean, that might not even come to true, guys. But I mean, that's interesting to think about because you just had these two brothers die, connecting with her, and she's the mother of the two brothers. So let's see. She died on August 31st, 1997. I told you guys it was 307 days after her death anniversary. That's the 63rd prime. There was a lot of 63s. That's Freemason equals 307 in Jewish. But this soccer player that died today, he was born not long before she died. Wait, this guy was born 270 days. This soccer player who died today was born 270 days before she died in a car crash. 270, didn't I just see that? Oh, look at that. That's the gematria of the Liverpool logo. You'll never walk alone equals 270. This guy who died today in the car crash was born 270 days before Princess Diana's crash. So that's interesting. You could also say it's 271 days, which is the 58th prime. I don't know, maybe you guys see something else more with that, but that is interesting. The 270. I mean, did Charles have a liver cancer? I don't think so, right? It wasn't liver cancer. Yeah, that's right. Johnny Gaudreau last year, him and his brother died a day before going to a wedding. That's right. Wow. That's crazy. So both these brothers that are dying, they're either going to a wedding or they were getting ready to go to a wedding. The news said Charles has 2 years to live. Last year. Yeah, it's interesting to think about this story. If Harry somehow takes the throne, but in order to Harry to take the throne, guys, you'd have to let me show you this. So in order for Harry to take the throne, you'd have to have the death or the dropping out of 3 people. Oh no, 4 people. So in order for Harry to take the throne, you have to have William, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. They'd all have to get removed. So I just don't know if I see that happening. Serverbot says the footballer was born in 914 lunation. Yeah, that's right. And the accident was in the district of Castiglione, the date of Pope Leo. Back to the Future 3, Back to the Future 1955, Lion's Estate. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This all connects to Pope Leo too, guys, the lion. Remember, the Premier League has the lion with the crown. How many days before Pope Leo's birthday is today? Oh, guys, today is 73 days before. Okay. So today is 73 days before Pope Leo's birthday. Today is 7-3, right? Sacrifice 73. So yeah, this is all connected to Back to the Future and Pope Leo, obviously. Remember, Back to the Future released on 7-3. In that movie, they go back to 1955. Well, Pope Leo was born in 1955. Okay. We also had a shooting in Chicago today. Well, where's Pope Leo from? Chicago. Okay. So everything is connected to Pope Leo, of course. So today is 292 days after Pope Leo's birthday. Oh, last year was Pope Leo's 258. He was born last year. His birthday was the 258th day of the year. So I just mentioned this number in this decode. Anyway, I'm not going to make this much longer, guys. It's been an hour and 40. Guys, I have an hour and 47 minutes now. I hope you guys aren't getting tired of listening to me talk. Raise your hand if you're getting tired of listening to me talk. I know I am. Decoding with Cody. Gaudreau died at 31 on Liam Payne's 31st birthday, who also died at 31. Yeah, that's a good connection too. Serverbot says Back to the Future was released 314 years after the discovery of Saturn's moon Lepidus. Interesting. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap her up. And I hope you guys enjoyed the decode. Please go back and watch it if you missed it. Lots of great info in this decode. Please share this with people in the UK or people you know there. I'm sure people could see right through this. And thank you to JM2. He says, Digo Yota 576 car accident 576. 576 is a huge number with the moon landing. I'm not going to get into that here, but thank you, Coffee Girl. Thank you, Cohen. Thank you, Sojourn. And guys, make sure you hit the like buttons on your way out. And yeah, share the video if you like. And always, I appreciate you all. And we'll see you guys very soon with another video. So God bless and take care.